Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Renee Barela Gutierrez, and I'm the hearing officer this afternoon. Welcome to the meeting. It is 4 p.m. We'll go ahead and start with our public hearing. Alex, would you present the first item on the agenda?
Yes, ma'am. Item 2A on the agenda is request from Bebidas 4 LLC for a transfer of location of Canopy liquor license number 1375 from Bebidas 4, 6132 4th Street, Northwest, Albuquerque, New Mexico, to be leased to Target Incorporated, located at 3550 Zaffarano Drive, Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Thank you. Who do we have on behalf of the applicant this afternoon?
Me, Your Honor, Mark Rhodes. I'm the attorney for Target. I'm joined by Ed Garcia. Ed Garcia is familiar to a lot of businesses in Santa Fe. He owns Santa Fe Mercedes. He is also the owner of Bebidas 4. And
Okay.
with your indulgence, I'll give you a little bit of background if you'd like it.
Sure. A couple of minutes would be great.
That's all I want to do is a couple minutes. The way the structure works is since Target is not buying the license, Mr. Garcia's company, Bebidas 4, transfers the location to Target's location on Zaffarano. And then there is a simultaneous application, a lease application, to allow Target to lease Mr. Garcia's license at its Zaffarano location. That's it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. That's helpful. Mr. Rhodes, I understand that since you're an attorney, we don't need to swear you in since you're under an obligation already to be truthful with the hearing officer. Thank you.
Correct.
So then I would ask Alex, have we received any public comment on this application?
There was no written public comment received on this request.
And do we have anybody in the waiting room that would like to address the hearing officer?
As of right now, there is nobody in the waiting room.
Okay. All right, Mr. Rhodes, is there anything additional that you would like to add to the application? I did get a chance to review it, and I appreciate you clarifying how it's working.
Okay. And I would state for the record that they also ask at the preliminary hearing, which is held at state level, whether or not there was any comments from the public, either in opposition or for the application, and there were none as of April 16th, the date of the preliminary hearing.
Okay. Yes, and as Alex just stated, here at the city level, we've not received any written comments, or nobody's here to address the hearing officer at this point. So Mr. Rhodes, then your application, I will issue a written hearing officer report.
Okay.
Your application will then move forward to the governing body for consideration at their next available meeting. There will be a condition placed on your application.
Okay.
And Mr. Rhodes, that application will just be that the applicant comply with all City of Santa Fe ordinances. Is there any objection to that requirement?
Even if I had one, it wouldn't make any difference. So no, there's no objection.
Okay. Well, then, thank you. As I stated, I'll prepare
you.
the hearing officer report and move it forward.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I'd also like to tell you that Ms. Mares did an exceptional job, as she always does on these. She's very professional. And
well, thank you.
Larger clients like Target, oftentimes they're mystified by local customs, and Ms. Mares demystified the process for us. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. We always like to hear when staff is doing a great job.
Well, you're always doing a great job. Geraldine, it's nice to see you again. I thought you were retired. Although I thought I was going to retire too.
Not yet.
We won't let him. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate all of your help.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Rhodes and Mr.
Have a
Garcia.
great afternoon.
Thank you.
We'll close the public hearing on that application. And we'll move forward to the next item on the agenda. Alex, if you could present the next item.
Yes, ma'am. Item 2B on the agenda is request from Aripeo Bar and Grill LLC for the following. B1 is pursuant to section 60-6B-10 NMSA 1978, consideration of a waiver of the 300-foot location restriction to allow the sale of alcohol at Aripeo Grill and Bar, 3565 Cerrillos Road, which is within 300 feet of Iglesia del Evangelio, located at 3573 Cerrillos Road. And item B2 is if the waiver of the 300-foot location restriction is granted, consideration of a request for a restaurant B, beer, wine, and spirits liquor license with on-premises consumption to be located at Adipeo Grill and Beer, 3565 Cerrillos Road.
Thank you very much, Alex. Who do we have on behalf of the applicant this afternoon?
Oh, sorry about that. I guess you guys could hear me. I was talking to myself. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Romeo Ramos. I'm the applicant.
Good
For
afternoon.
Adipeo. Good afternoon.
Sorry, my dog has decided that now's the perfect time to howl, so I'm going to do my best with him.
No problem.
Mr. Ramos, thank you very much for attending the meeting. We appreciate your presence. I'm going to ask that our court clerk swear you in.
Yes.
Mr. Ramos, if you'll please raise your right hand and state your name and your address.
My name is Romeo Ramos. My address, 3565 Cerrillos Road, Santa Fe, New Mexico, 87507.
Do you solemnly declare and affirm that the testimony you have in reference to this item shall be the truth and nothing but the truth, and do this under the penalties of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ramos. I'm really sorry. I'm going to step aside for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully that will handle him for a moment. Mr. Ramos, next time I'll sit in my car.
Yeah.
Mr. Ramos, again, thank you for your time and your presence this
Thank
afternoon.
you.
I did have the opportunity to review your application. I don't have any questions at this moment. I'll note that it is for the waiver based on location near a church, as well as the application itself. Miss Alex, did we receive any written comments with regard to this application?
No written comments were received on this request.
And do we have anybody waiting that would like to address the hearing officer?
There are currently 2 people in the waiting room. It looks like the same name, but I'm going to let them both in.
Okay.
Okay, the other one we lost the other one, so I'm letting this one person in. And he looks like he's from Target.
Looks like he's from Target. Mr. Ramos, do you have anything additional that you want to add to this application at this time?
No.
Okay.
Everything that's good. Yeah, I'm new to I never been in this process before. I never owned a business before, so it's my first time so
Yeah. No, I took a look at your application. It looks like it was complete. Just wanted to see if there was any additional comments you wanted to make as it moves forward.
okay.
I will note that we do have one guest that has entered our meeting. And I don't know if it's on this application or if it's on the previous one.
Okay.
Mr.
This was for the Target. I'm sorry, I was having technical difficulties. Is that one already over?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
If you'd like to stick around for a few minutes, I will complete this application and then we can ask you if you have any comments that you want to address based on the previous application. Mr. Spillers.
Yes, I would, please. Thank you.
Okay. So Mr. Ramos, it appears that we don't have anybody that wishes to speak to this application or has any questions on it. So I will prepare a written hearing officer report. It will be forwarded to the governing body for their consideration along with your application at their next available hearing, and you'll be notified of when that's going to be.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, then we'll close the public comment and close this part of the meeting for Mr. Ramos. I appreciate your time, and sorry about my dog, but
No, not a problem.
it will move forward.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and thank you everyone because they have helped me out a lot, with this process. And since I did everything, with the help of everyone, I really appreciate it, honestly. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ramos.
Thank you.
So at this time, I'll go back to the previous hearing, which we did close earlier. But we have a guest who wanted to, I guess, make a comment. He had some technical difficulties. So Mr. Spillers, if you would like to make any comments with regard to the application that related to Target.
No, I'm just the store director for Target, so I was wondering what the outcome was, being that I couldn't get on.
Okay, so Mr. Spillers, Mr. Rhodes appeared on behalf of the applicant and explained a little bit about what was happening. I am the hearing officer. I will prepare a written report, and that will be forwarded to the governing body for their consideration at their next available meeting. So the application is going to move through.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I apologize for not being on.
No problem. Thank you for attending. We appreciate it. All right. Being that we don't have any other items on the agenda and no further business, we'll adjourn this meeting at 4:11 p.m. Thank you, everybody, for your help. Appreciate